He was just so
Give me a
upset.
1 up. Choo.
Did we just go live?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That was so
Insanity.
fast.
The insanity. Oh my gosh. Welcome back to the Breakroom. It's our daily live show that keeps you updated on all the nerdy fandom news you need to know. Coming up on the show today, a new Jordan Peele movie coming from Sandy Claus this Christmas underneath the tree.
What?
Possibly. We're also in the middle of March Madness, baby. Can you believe they knocked out my Hoosiers?
Oh.
I can't believe it. But we're doing our own March Madness here at New Rockstars. What's that going to be? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. And finally, David F. Sandberg talks about that cameo in Shazam. Tommy, I couldn't believe you showed up in the movie. It was fascinating.
Sorry guys. I guess the word is out. I played a shrub. Played a bushy shrub, a talking shrub, a burning bush, if you will.
Beautiful.
I had one line, and it was, Shazam!
And you turned in from a shrub to what?
To an oak tree.
What a man. What a man.
That's the DC trying to get their own version of Groot.
There you go.
But the tree don't move. The tree
Yeah,
don't
the
move.
tree don't move.
Tree don't move. It's just stationary.
I will grow in this park for 100 years.
It'll be perfect. We got a lot to get into today. Before we do that, I'm Brandon. Who cares? Next to me, we got Tommy Bechtold.
Great to be back, everyone. I missed you all so much, and looking at the numbers from last week, you missed me too.
Oh, come on. We did all right. We did all right without you. At the end of the bench, we got Jay Washington.
I just heard a constipated supervillain laugh. And I will never hear that any differently.
No.
Do you think when,
Hexapectate.
do you think when Joker uses the bathroom, he touches up his makeup? I don't know.
Absolutely.
They're going to say he touches up his butthole. I don't know why.
Speaking of touching up their butthole, we got Jessica Clemons.
I don't have to. It's natural.
What?
Wait, what?
Naturally what?
This is a whole different show
Don't worry
now.
about it. Don't
Folks, we
worry
haven't done
about
a live show on a Monday in a while. It's been a minute. Forgive us.
Welcome
Listen,
to.
if you've been to Halloween Horror Nights, then you know what's going on with Jessica. Speaking of Halloween Horror Nights, we're going to be at WonderCon. What? Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
This Friday, March
24th.
24th, we will be at WonderCon in beautiful Anaheim, California. 2:30 in room 213 AB, kicking off WonderCon.
That's right.
In style. Eric Voss, heard of him? He'll be there. Tommy Bechtold, heard of him? He'll be there. Jessica Clemons, heard of her? She'll be there. Zach Huddleston, heard of him? He'll be there. Brendan Barrick, TBD. TBD there. Jay Washington, TBD there.
Oh, I've been TBD'd? Okay, cool. Thank you. At least I know I'm TBD.
And guess what? We've got some surprises.
Oh, yeah.
We've got some old favorites. And we've got our smiling faces ready because we'll be taking pictures and I'll be selling high-priced merchandise after the
Not
show.
allowed. Do not buy anything.
You
Tommy.
want a beard braid? I'm braiding my beard and cutting it off and selling little bracelets.
This is
out
how
of
you
my
get
beard.
voodoo dolls. This
All
is
right,
how
anyway,
you get Tommy
yes.
Bechtold voodoo
Room
dolls.
213 AB in Anaheim, WonderCon this Friday. I'll be there all weekend giving out hugs and selling out drugs. No, just the hugs, not the drugs anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Not the
2:30
drugs
this
anymore.
Friday if you're at WandaCon.
WandaCon?
Oof. Come and check it out, please. Hey, it's March Madness, baby.
Yeah.
If you've enjoyed the basketball all last week and this weekend, I hope you've had a good time. But we wanted to have our own March Madness here at New Rockstars. We're jealous of all the people playing sports. We wanted to play our own sports of the mind.
And let's be honest, Brandon, if you filled out a bracket for the actual NCAA tournament, that thing is Swiss cheese at this point.
it's been- most people
there's
lost-
been so many upsets.
Dude.
I know sports, our chat's going wild right now with the snoozy
I'm wearing
faces.
a baseball tee.
But it's
For an
an anime.
show.
Okay, I'm just trying to help.
Thank you.
you don't have to knock her
She threw
down.
it in real quick. She's like, I'm wearing a baseball tee.
The two men just looked at her in disgust and said, not
Yeah.
sporty enough.
Stop gatekeeping basketball.
next to Brandon.
So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do all this week, folks. We'll be pitting some of our favorite superhero movies against each other, starting with today, and that is the best origin story bracket. Boom, check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out, though.
These are character origin stories,
Right.
guys. These are the origin stories of characters. And by the way, you should judge us. You should complain.
Yeah.
You should add us if you disagree.
Yeah.
You should chat us if you disagree. And you should super
chat.
chat us if you agree with words of support and maybe compliments on my hair and beard.
If you hate this bracket, log into all your alt accounts and watch this video on multiple devices.
Can you show it one more time, John?
Yeah, throw up that graphic
That's
again.
insane. Iron Man versus Superman.
So this is our best origin
Deadpool
stories.
versus Ant-Man?
That's
Okay.
right.
Yeah,
we
that's a
tried.
good
We
one.
tried to seed the bracket as best we could.
Ooh, Batman Begins and Captain America. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
That's
We
insane.
got a lot
That's
here.
fine.
All right, so we're gonna go through the list. We're gonna kick it off right away. March Madness, baby. Here we go. Let's start out with the 1 seed. And I don't know who did this to my boy,
Literally.
Richard Donner, but put him at the 16th seed. They got Superman the movie. Iron Man versus Superman the movie. What's a better origin story? I'll go ahead and tell you right now, it's gonna be Iron Man, baby.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
I'm
Iron
gonna choose
Man.
Iron Man too.
Let me, in defense of the man in the red cape,
Yeah.
let me go ahead and just say, Superman's origin story is fascinating. Okay?
Right.
We know it. Tale as old as time. Krypton. Marlon Brando.
You don't have to run through it all. We
Things
got
are
it.
going bad. He ends up in Kansas, one of the worst states, second only to New Hampshire,
Texas.
in terms of being bad. I think, yeah, he makes it from Kansas all the way to Metropolis. It's a glow up story, but still, Tony Stark escaped from that cave with a box of scraps.
Yeah.
So I'm going Iron Man.
Yeah, I think Iron Man's the best safe bet here. I mean, Superman. If you make the Iron Man movie at the same time you make the Superman movie, is it better? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. But
logos. I'm sorry.
oh, did you drop
Which one
those
do you
logos?
think? Oh, you already circled Iron Man.
I was waiting till y'all got
Yeah.
to me. I was gonna wait to get my opinion on it. If you want it now,
Give
Iron
me an
Man.
opinion.
Iron Man, here's why. Yes, Christopher Reeves thing. We saw a beautiful little mayonnaise baby land in mayonnaise, Kansas.
Oh my gosh.
And then he got to be raised with a bunch of mayonnaise people.
Oh my gosh.
And then he got to be raised with a bunch of mayonnaise people. And then he realized he got
You and I have two different definitions of mayonnaise, babies, and let me tell you, mine is way worse.
Isn't Tony Stark a mayonnaise baby?
Hold
Raised by
on, he
rich
wasn't dropped
mayonnaise
off from a
parents?
mayonnaise planet
Oh,
because
okay.
it took the retconning in the TV show Krypton for us to learn that there were black people on Krypton.
Oh,
Shouts
okay.
out to the Sci-Fi Channel.
Okay.
But Iron Man's origin story, it actually got you in depth. Like, yo, you saw what war was. A
Right.
dude selling weapons, and his weapon almost kill him.
Right.
And then him make these things, and we watch him go through everything to build it. Yes, Superman learns about, hey, you have to. There's things about there's about America and about people and humans, Clark. You have to have a heart. And Tony Stark was like, I kill people for money. And then until he almost died, it
Right.
changed everything.
Yeah, I think I choose Iron Man because he's kind of the villain.
Look, before you get
and I
to
love
Jeff
that
Bridges,
origin, and I love that origin.
before
Now,
you get
the,
to Jeff
the
Bridges,
the chat certainly agrees with us
Yeah.
overwhelmingly, and this may be recency bias as well. Iron Man wins with over 80% of the vote. And the boat.
Yeah.
All
Is
right.
it okay if we disagree when we're doing the bracket, or are we coming to terms as a unit?
We can disagree individually, but the winner is going to be Iron Man. That's the end of that story, folks.
Oh no, that's
Yes.
I agree with Iron Man too.
Yeah, yeah.
But our next,
Our next. So let's look at our next one in the bracket. We got Guardians of the Galaxy versus Wonder Woman. This is the Wonder Woman Gal Gadot's premiere event. Now, I would argue that both of these did a great job kind of
Yeah.
presenting the characters.
Yeah.
You could also make the argument that Wonder Woman is maybe one of the better DCEU films.
are we also?
Maybe a weak third act.
that's
Are we
what. That's my
including-
reasoning.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my reasoning.
Well, this is about the origin,
Right.
Not about the.
Well, that's
the full
part
movie.
of the origin story, the third act.
So are we including one? Though I don't like Wonder Woman 84, the beginning of having her running that through the trial with all the other
Nope.
women.
Nope.
This
No.
is just an origin
No.
movie.
But
Just-
allow me.
I'm
allow
gonna
me-
choose Wonder Woman.
Allow me
Okay.
to speak on Guardians for a minute.
Please.
We get
Less than 1 minute.
We get the origin of the Guardians, but we really only learn Peter Quill's true origin in Guardians 2.
Okay.
So I feel like without the head of the Guardians of the Galaxy, the leader, until of course Thor joins and becomes their leader.
Okay.
I think that because of that, I think Wonder Woman wins.
I would like to add some conjecture to Mr. Bechtold's statement. Well, Tommy, we did learn about his origin. We saw that he was a child who was abducted and raised by space pirates.
But why?
But why? Because they're space pirates, okay? There's a reason.
That origin still isn't as fun as the mascara.
Well,
The mascara or now, don't get me wrong. The first two acts of Wonder Woman are perfect. There is nothing wrong. It is that third act that a certain director got his hands on as a producer and changed it and changed the whole feel of the movie. The first two, from when you watch everybody, man, woman, anybody watch the first two acts, young Diana running through Themyscira, training, everything is beautiful. All those things. Till you realize, and then her leaving and going through World War I and running through no man's land. All of that, great. Till you get to Act 3.
It's also like, is it equally very alien people, except for Chris Pratt, except for Star-Lord. But I'm like, we kind of get 5 origins with Guardians, and we get 1 with Wonder Woman. So it's like, if I had to choose between like Drax's origin versus Wonder Woman, I'm gonna choose probably Wonder Woman's. But if I had to choose between Rockets and Wonder Woman, I'm gonna choose Rocket.
But then, and I don't mean to nitpick or go through semantics, the origins of the Guardians of the Galaxy team is very well told in that movie.
Yes,
That's
how they come together as the Guardians.
I'm going to change my pick.
You just beat your own
Also,
argument.
Ronan gives them the name.
Right.
Ronan calls them the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm going to go Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wonder Woman.
Does she ever get called Wonder Woman?
I think we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't hear that one a general be like, I wonder who let that woman on the field.
It's so interesting. This is interesting. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy movie and their
Well, the chat picked Guardians, and I'm going to pick Guardians too. As
Yes!
commissioner of this league,
Is
I
it
just
right?
made
So
up.
I have to erase
Guardians
the
come
Wonder
through.
Woman?
Delete your Wonder Woman.
You can have your own.
Yeah, you can have your
bracket
lying
that's wrong.
bracket if you want it.
You're
sorry.
sinful.
All right, next up on the bracketology, we got Black Panther versus Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Ooh, this is tough.
For you, it is.
I mean, here's the deal. One of these got nominated for an Oscar, the other one did not.
Yeah. Yeah.
one was Best Picture nominee. Like,
Yeah, so obviously I think we're all on the same page here. Shang-Chi is the winner.
Black
Panther.
Shang-Chi was like one of my favorite films of Phase 4.
Yeah.
Very much enjoyed it, very much liked it. But I think Black Panther is a better
Yes.
origin movie.
I'll say this in Shang-Chi's defense.
Yeah.
Visually, that movie is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
When you first watch Wenwu and his mom fighting and everything, and how beautiful it's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon-esque, that is beautiful. The movie is great, but also it is still a part of this whole big thing that's going on, you know, of this whole thing. Black Panther is a standalone movie. They give you this little tidbit in the beginning, T'Chaka dead, T'Challa's the king, and it doesn't go until the post-credit scene that it brings Bucky back in. It's its own self-contained movie, as opposed to Shang-Chi, which plays off everything that's been going on.
Hard to argue with that.
Which had the better soundtrack?
Oh, Black Panther for sure.
I don't know that Shang-Chi soundtrack really
His Shang-Chi
slaps.
soundtrack's dope. It
Idiot
slaps.
Rising, pretty good.
It had better soundtrack than the second Black Panther.
That I'll give you.
Yeah, I will give you that one. I'll give you that
Revolution.
I love the music in the second Black Panther.
I didn't say it was bad.
It's
I
just
just
better
So
soundtrack.
confirmed, you guys hate the music in second
I
Black
like Rich
Panther?
Brian a lot.
one. I think
Thank you.
I think this is a tough match. It probably goes into overtime. These two.
The chat is at look at what the people online have said, Brandon. They
Chat's leaning Black Panther. Also, I'm inclined to lead Black Panther on this one. We
I
feel
think it's
comfortable with that.
3-1, so yeah.
Who said
Okay.
Shang-Chi?
Oh, I thought he was disagreeing.
No, we're good.
I'll always disagree. All right, let's get into this one. And this might not even be fair to my boy with the broken hands.
Well, I think we should mention someone, Parker, perhaps Peter, super chatted. Spider-Man 2002 deserves an honorable mention. No need for an honorable mention.
It's on the bracket, baby.
bracket.
Parker, you're in.
It's in the bracket.
It came in as a.
Parker!
I put this as a high.
It's on the
seed, but
bracket.
Doctor Strange versus
Settle.
Spider-Man. And this is, Tobey Maguire, Spider tubes. This is a Tobey who's got tubes inside of his body that lead from whatever organ is making the webbing, probably in his lower abdomen region, to his hands. Tobey's tubes, ladies
I
and
think
gentlemen.
His
everyone's
website.
gonna choose Spider-Man.
I think you got to go Spider-Man on this one. Now, I will argue Doctor Strange is incredible. Spider-Man is a beloved character, probably one of the most well-known characters around the world. The audience was there, the fans were there, they were hyped, they were excited. Trying to get the world to like a Doctor Strange movie is tough. That's a much more obscure character.
But that's why you get a Benedict Cumberbatch and a Tilda Swinton. You know,
No,
how you feel about Tilda Swinton?
Well, yeah,
I brought up
that's
Tilda
how I feel
Swinton.
about
She was,
Tilda
here you go with this one.
No, I meant more. I was sighing because I was like, Doctor Strange just isn't. Even his
Right.
origin wasn't as fun as Spider-Man's was.
No.
So I think that's what it's like.
Spider-Man's
yeah,
is
it sucks
so
that he
fun.
lost.
We were upside down kissing for a generation, thanks to Spider-Man.
Also, Spider-Man gave us Bonesaw is ready.
That's right.
That's you for 3 minutes.
That's right.
Okay.
Macho
I'm
Man,
gonna change it
Randy
now.
Savage.
I'm changing the Doctor Strange.
Having a moment. Yeah, I think a lot of the success of Marvel can be attributed to what Sam Raimi was able to do in Spider-Man. And it's a great movie. It's very fun to go back to. Very fun to feel the pastiche of it. Chat leaning 63% Spider-Man over 39% Doctor Strange. One of our closer ones. This was a tougher one for them to pick, but I think I think Spider-Man should take the win here. I think we
get
can all
it.
agree with
Yeah,
that.
I'm with
Tommy is
Spidey.
flirting with me on his paper and he's writing gross things.
That's not
Tommy,
flirting.
your paper will be
Fix
taken
it.
away if you
Fix it.
cannot handle the
That's not-
responsibility.
Take away his right to
Flirting.
vote.
With great paper comes great responsibility. Let's go to the other side of the bracket where we set up Deadpool versus Ant-Man. Silly boy versus silly boy.
You gotta choose
Two
Deadpool,
jokesters.
Do I?
Two jokesters.
Would you say this is a
going at it.
goose
Well,
fest? A bunch of
that's-
silly gooses?
That it's like which one's more fun, and I'm leaning Deadpool. Oh wait, yeah, no,
This
yeah,
is
I'm
best
reading,
origin movies of all time.
It's because it's like his.
What's the
he
better
just took
origin
his
movie, Deadpool or
after
Ant-Man?
Hank.
Ooh, this is
Is
gonna be
this
funny.
Deadpool's true origin?
Because he's an unreliable narrator. But also, y'all can say y'all, because I got one that's gonna probably be like, everybody's like, this, you shouldn't count it that way. But I'll do it now. If you watch Deadpool linear, it's too long to get to when he becomes Deadpool. Think about it. We get the middle of the movie, and we get it Quentin Tarantino style.
In media res, I believe the narrative term is.
Yes, what Brandon just said. But he said all that. But we get the middle and the beginning. Ant-Man is the whole thing all the way through.
Yeah.
And you know Scott's story about him going to jail. You know him about trying to do everything for Cassie. You know, you meet Damian Dashmalkian. You get us Michael Pena. We see him training with the ants and everything. You get Corey Stoll and all that. Solid. I love Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. Ain't no doubt about it. But personally, I'm going Ant-Man.
I'm gonna
Okay,
say
interesting.
I'm gonna say Deadpool because I don't think there's a problem with starting his origin in the middle of the film because it gets you so set up with his love life and his connections and what he's doing. So it has us in the movie feeling for the people around him other than him himself. It has us feeling for the people that also are torturing him. It has us getting us to know the characters way better than I think Ant-Man did because it made us not really like a lot of the characters in Ant-Man. We didn't get enough time with a lot of the other characters other than Hank and him.
What about the guy that got flushed down the toilet?
Or him. So, but I
Frank,
think
yes.
Deadpool really explored the
And he had a
characters really
family.
well. But I think that origin of like how he did it, how he had cancer, and he was like, I need to fix this, is what I'm like, okay, I get that, and I wait for that. But Ant-Man taking his powers from Hank, I'm like, yeah, you just took your powers from Hank.
He didn't take his power. He stole
Or
the suit.
you stole the suit.
He stole the suit.
was set up.
He
It
was
was
set up to
entrapment.
steal the suit.
Entrapment.
Okay, listen to me.
He was being monitored in prison
Yes,
by
he
a
was.
man who had hacked into the system.
Deadpool has immediate res.
There you go.
I've got immediate riz.
Nope. Turn off the camera.
Absolutely
It's dead
not.
ass.
Absolutely not.
Cut camera for us.
Absolutely.
Cut camera for us.
Absolutely
No, done
not.
some. Yeah, leave. Punch him in the face.
Here's the thing. Here's what I will say. I love the first Ant-Man film. I think it's great. It was funny. It was a nice little dose of humor in the MCU. Could they do it? Could they make this character likable? They did. But my problem was at no point in that film did Hank Pym save $8.
That's
At
true.
no point did he save $8.
That's a
But
good
he
point.
did later.
He spent all of his daily.
How am I supposed to give a single if Hank Pym ain't saving $8? You know what I mean? Fill in the blanks on that.
Quantum Mania. That's
I
what-
know about the whole thing in Quantum Mania.
I think we were all very
Said
impressed.
what, so I thought
Don't
you
get me
were
wrong.
confused.
I do like Deadpool because I love the fact we watch
Yeah.
this man kill people with 12 bullets and we get the greatest countdown ever of him killing 12
It
people.
makes me want to shoot.
Yes, ma'am. Shoot. Shoot, ba-doo, shoot, ba-doo, shoot, ba-doo, ba-doo.
Oh
It's at the
my
very beginning.
goodness.
So I'm changing. Go on, dude.
Girl,
Look at him. He is the cutest brother in here.
And he coming this way?
Ooh!
I think we were all impressed.
I'm going Deadpool
Okay,
now.
now-
Yeah.
I'm going Deadpool
Can
now.
I just put salt and pepper?
No, I think Deadpool runs
We need
away
to do
with
a
this
musician.
one. The chat picked Deadpool to 73% over 26% for Ant-Man. I think it was also very impressive. We all had our doubts. Could this be done? Could this movie be done?
Yeah.
Could a character speaking to camera work? Ryan Reynolds really put on the campaign to save the character that he had to
did.
portray so poorly in a movie whose name I will not mention.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh, he killed himself
It'll be
in that
mentioned,
one.
it'll be mentioned at some point.
Yes, it will.
I will never say it. I will never say it. But yeah,
It's called the
let's
breakup.
have Deadpool win this one. I think it's good.
Yeah.
Good to go. Here we go. Batman Begins versus Captain
that's
America.
easy.
I ain't got nothing
The first
to say.
Avenger.
I got
I ain't got
something.
nothing to say. I'm
I-
not gonna say anything.
Captain
I'm not
America:
gonna
The
say
First
anything.
Avenger is not a good movie.
Okay.
It is
okay.
not a good movie.
I mean, that's
Everybody can rewatch that in
That's,
nostalgia all they want. Give me
yeah.
my camera, John, please. Thank you for it. Thank you. Everybody, y'all can rewatch The First Avenger all you want and be like, when we get to watch him use a taxi shield door, and then Tommy Lee Jones don't even know what movie he in. Hugo Weaving is out here just being Hitler with a red face. But then your movie is bad, okay? But if you go Batman Begins, there's something about Christian Bale that makes you believe speed. Yo, there's really a billionaire out in these streets going away for like 8 to 10 years and then fighting crime and having an evolution of suits. This is the first time we've ever seen the evolution of
He
the
could turn
bat
his
suit.
neck. He
Did
could turn
Batman
his neck.
Begin? I thought we started with him just already being Batman.
No.
that's-
He meets
Ra's al Ghul.
Riz Al Ghul right here.
Ra's al Ghul, if you could talk about the Arrowverse.
He goes to meet him. He learns how to be kung fu. He learns how to fake being a playboy. What's the use of all those push-ups if you can't even lift your butt enough?
Oh, okay. Yes,
Yep.
okay.
I actually don't think this is the one where he could turn his head. I think they didn't develop
he didn't
that
turn
until
his
the
head until
second
The Dark
one.
Knight.
Until the Dark Knight.
'Cause that was the whole
when they finally
conversation with
figured
Luke
out how to
Fox.
turn his head. Yeah, but I mean, this one gave us the Batman voice. That crazy, insane voice he's doing. Well, and this was like very much in the vein of
I gotta take a swear to me.
what if Batman
I'm gonna
was
poop my pants.
No, wait, do the regular. Rachel, I believe that I can help save the city. You're like, bro, if you don't take a Primatine miss in between
well
lines.
because people need to. If he spoke in his normal voice, people will figure out who he is. Captain America: First Avenger. I do agree with Jay that like. Looking back at this movie, it looks better. I remember when this movie came out, along with like Thor, I was like, oh, I like Thor way more than Captain America. Captain America felt not as complete, but it feels much better in the like story arc of Cap we now have, right? Where you can watch all the Captain America standalone movies plus the Avenger movies, and you're like, oh, this man has had a full arc, and it really pays off, and mwah. But comparing it to Batman Begins, Batman Begins has its own issues, but a lot of good stuff in that one. And it really brought Batman back from the edge after where it had been left with Batman and Robin, Joel Schumacher leaving it in a kind of a weird spot.
Bat nipples.
There were nipples on the bat suit.
Bad nipples.
I don't recall.
How
Christian
else are you
Bale.
gonna get the bat milk, huh?
There's another way you can milk a bat, but that's not what we're talking about today, ladies and gentlemen.
They are mammals. They have milk. I'm leaning Batman Begins, Tommy.
Yeah, I'm
Like
Batman. I'm
Begins.
Batman
What
Begins.
do you say, Jessica?
I already wrote Batman.
Oh, okay. She already wrote it, and we know how Jay feels about it. Looks like Batman going hard in the paint.
Clean sweep.
Going well there. Okay, next up, this is an interesting one, I thought, when I saw the bracket come out.
I can't.
Joker
stand the
versus
first
X-Men.
movie.
Now,
I can't stand the first.
you know
X-Men movie.
where I stand already. I think X-Men loses a point for not having Jubilee right off the bat.
That's
a
fine.
big miss.
Whatever.
A big miss. They made Rogue the Jubilee in this story, and I don't know how I feel about it.
But the Joker was such a relatable character in that movie.
I
Tommy,
will-
are you an incel? Anyway, because that's the only way I'm gonna answer.
That was a joke. Or am I the Joker? Ha ha ha! Why won't women date me?
Here's what I'll say. I'm not picking the Joker at all. I'm going full X-Men on this one. I loved the X-Men growing up ever since I was born in 2002. Always a big fan of the X-Men. It was great to go back and look at this film.
Yep.
I was already alive. Or I wasn't alive when the movie came out, but going back and looking at it, I really enjoyed it. I think it's a better Origins. I mean, we have, yes, they're all wearing black leather. We can blame different people for that. They were too afraid to use costumes in the 2000s, but I really enjoy X-Men. I think it's a
do
much
too.
better origin story than
Plus
Joker.
it has Toad. Played
It's
by
got
Garth
Toad.
Bale.
Hey Tommy, you know what happens to a toad when he's struck by lightning?
What?
Same thing that happens to everything else.
Jessica, you love Joker, right? Are you picking on
Yeah. Jessica, what did you say when the Joker first came out? Now there's a man that's the Marion type.
Oh my God! You see his rib cage sticking out like a sick 50 Cent in that movie. No one
I
cared
don't
about?
body shame anyone.
Thank you. That's good of you. I
I
appreciate
don't
it.
want to
do.
be persuaded.
Jay, you feel comfortable going with X-Men on this one?
Yeah, absolutely. I wrote X-Men down before you even.
I'll be honest. I would take Rainn Wilson's character in
Super over
the
Joker.
Oh, okay.
Tommy.
Well, another list for another day. Rounding out our first round of the bracket. Gosh dang, we only threw the first round. X-Men First Class versus Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Tough one. First Class maligned by some, but I genuinely enjoyed it. I loved what McAvoy and Fassbender did to the the two big ones, and really fleshing out their friendship. Showing them holding hands, making plans. And then, unfortunately, Kevin Bacon's horrible Sebastian Shaw.
You don't like it? You didn't like him?
No, I liked him, but he
issues-
turned He turned Magneto against the X-Men, and Magneto would have joined him because he agreed with him with everything. But unfortunately, he killed his mother.
Right.
So he got a coin pushed.
I mean,
to himself.
I love the White Queen, Emma Frost. I don't think she get a great turn in this movie. Plus, you know, my boy,
Azazel?
Huh?
Azazel?
No, what's his name? Who gets killed like Darwin gets killed.
That's
in the
exactly
movie.
why I'm. So
And
here's
it's
my.
insane. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they killed the black dude off whose power is to adapt to
everything.
anything.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, adapt to this. And he died? What?
Well, no, he ate the weird fireball
his
thing, right?
body is supposed to adapt to
I
everything.
agree. It was really
you
stupid,
made
yeah.
sure you killed the black one.
Well,
you was like, we don't need this dark mutant anyway.
And by the way, I agree. But
civil rights my ass.
But I agree with you completely. But then, I mean, it was done even worse in the follow-up movie, which was Days of Futures Past, when they just show the files for all the actors that didn't come back from the movie, and they just have deceased over it. So it's like Banshee, deceased. Zoe Kravitz's character,
Deceased.
Azazel,
Deceased.
Tough stuff. So
I'm
we're all
going
comfortable going
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Man on this one?
I'm going Spider-Verse, Miles
incredible
Morales,
movie,
and let's get him
incredible
in live action soon. Come on.
Anybody can put on the mask, and we got emotional.
Right,
Miles
already showing me
Morales.
that. Okay, we got to get into the next round here. We're running out of time. All right, so now we got Iron Man versus Guardians of the Galaxy.
Iron Man. It's Iron Man. It's Iron Man.
It's Iron Man for me.
I feel pretty strongly about Iron Man on that one. I think that's tough. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. Cried at a fake raccoon in a fake tree. Made me cry.
Yeah.
That movie's pulled feelings from me I didn't know existed. But Iron Man is Iron Man. Come on.
Jess, you comfortable going Iron Man on this one?
In a way, he was really the origin story for the MCU. You know?
It's true. It all stands on his shoulders. Okay, then we got Black Panther versus Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
I hate this choice.
This is a tough one. This is a tough one.
Don't make me do this.
Think about what's his name, Cliff Robertson. Or wait, Cliff Robertson might be a basketball player. Cliff Robinson, the actor, whichever one.
Yeah.
When everyone played Uncle Ben, being like, Peter, don't let this world make you bad. Remember, when you kiss a girl with an open mouth,
Here's what I'll
create a
say.
500-foot closed loop
Here's
between
what I'll
your
say.
anuses.
Oh my gosh. Here's what I'll say. Only one of these movies has a live performance from Macy Gray in it. And that movie does not deserve to go on. That's what I have to say about that. I don't know whose fault that is for putting Macy Gray in the movie, but only one of them did. And that's the person we're going to pay.
Try to fling a web, but I choke.
That's what I'll say about it.
All right.
That's what I'll say about
I'm fine. Wakanda forever.
So I'm fine going Black Panther on this one.
Yeah,
Does
that's
anyone have a strong case as to why it should be Spider-Man?
I mean, I say for the Macy Gray scene, but
I mean, who's a better villain? Do you like Michael B.
doesn't
Jordan
Green
as
Goblin
Killmonger?
murder
or-
someone during
He
the Macy
murdered
Gray?
Yes, he
somebody during that festival.
Macy Gray brings the Green Goblin to kill. Is that not worth recognizing?
Wait, we're really basing this solely on Macy Gray.
I give you my reasoning, and no one can out-argue it.
I'm
So,
for Black Panther no matter what.
all right, we'll go Black Panther then.
All right.
Apologies to Macy Gray.
Now, Deadpool Batman Begins is tough, but I still say it's Batman Begins because I wasn't that sure that Deadpool was by a far and away enough winner over Ant-Man. I get that, like, maybe we're a little exhausted of Ant-Man now, some recency things.
Sure.
But I think Batman Begins for me, it just came out of nowhere, right? And it told
It was
us
pretty
like,
shocking.
kind of much like in Spider-Man in 2002, we know how Peter Parker becomes Spider-Man. If you read comics or saw the animated series, we know how Bruce Wayne becomes Batman, but we never saw it to that. I mean, like, I'm sure if you piece together comics, we never saw it in live action quite that in depth. So I go Batman.
I'm going Batman Begins. Plain and simple.
Yeah, I mean, the Deadpool trilogy, not yet complete. We have the Dark Knight trilogy.
Because if
we
you
know
do
how that all wraps
if
up.
you do that, then we got to cancel because the
Cafe
Dark Knight
in
Rises.
France.
Right.
The Dark Knight Rises is questionable.
Sure.
So we can't go off of trilogies.
Sure. No, this is the best origin movies of all time.
about his brother.
Well, let me tell you, sometimes when the darkness comes along.
I'm comfortable going Batman Begins over Deadpool. I think Deadpool
Yep.
should be commended for what it's been able to do. But I think Batman Begins was really a shock to the system. Really woke us up out of our slumber.
Yes, it
and certainly
did.
put DC on a good path going forward.
This one was a close pick too, if you look at it.
Oh, the
54%.
chat. Oh, chat barely going Batman Begins over Deadpool. 50, 40, 45%. We comfortable moving on Batman Begins? Everyone cool with that?
You good,
okay.
Jessica?
You good, Jessica?
Why are you
Okay.
guys checking with me?
Because we want to make
Because
sure.
We gotta make
said a
sure.
word in-
Oh,
in-
my!
in-
I
in-
never. I say this every time I do a review for new Rockstars. Do not take my things to heart. Do not take it with a grain of salt because I like the worst movies of all time, and a lot of mine did not make it past the first quarter. So
Where do
I
we
agree with
see
the masses.
X-Men?
Well, you're talking
Versus
about the-
Spider-Man into
talking
the
about-
Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
I'm going Miles Morales to Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. This one got, look, there's some fun stuff in the first X-Men.
Right.
You see a weird mutation happen to a dude who's a senator.
turns into water.
It turns into a blob of water. But
Well, first he turns into like a fish man.
yeah, whatever he turned into. But Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse has so much heart all the way through. And that scene where Brian Tyree Henry as his dad is talking through the door to him, that does everything. And then you got Mahershala Ali as the Prowler. Man, look, Spider-Man. Look, I don't give a damn about Peter B. Parker. Yes, he looks like some people outside we see right now. This is true. But I'm still going Miles Morales,
Okay.
Spider-Man into Spider-Verse.
Okay. Jessica, who do you like in this?
I don't like X-Men.
Jesus.
I don't like the first X-Men movie. I rewatched
Yeah, you really
it
wanted Joker,
multiple
right?
times, and I was like, I was also, to be fair, when it came out, I was 6 years old, so I had to watch it again when I was like 12. and I was like,
Brandon was an infant.
Yeah, Famke Janssen didn't put her spell
but I
on
do
you.
like, I love Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
love
I
Miles
mean, I gotta lean Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse for this one.
I'm more surprised that out of all the Spider-Man that were on this, I guess there's only 2. Spider-Man Miles Morales made it. In 2002, Toby did not.
Sorry, Tobes. It's those tubes. It's your body's full of tubes.
Yeah,
That's the
sorry,
problem.
your sick tubes turned everyone off.
Okay, we're in the final 4 now.
Okay.
Tough stuff. It's gonna get real. Someone's Cinderella story coming to an end here. Iron Man versus Black Panther.
If both black properties get
No, we can't do that. Brandon, we got to gatekeep here.
I don't want to be responsible.
Brandon, we got to gatekeep here.
I'm responsible.
Guys,
for
it's
this.
Iron
drop
Man
it.
versus Batman in the finals. The way
You know what I mean? You know when somebody in the chat like, it's gotta be Tony Stark versus Bruce Wayne, right?
2 billionaires. I love rich people. Make an NFT of this bracket.
I'm leaving. I'm going.
I
gotta
mean,
get out of here.
I do pick Iron Man over Black Panther. I'm sorry, everyone.
I think for Origin, I also pick Iron Man.
But I'm willing to go on the journey of Spider-Verse over Batman with you.
well, let's
Stop!
What? I don't know. Sorry, guys.
Injury.
Listen, I'm rooting for
let's get through this one
I'm
first.
going to my inner Issa Rae. I'm rooting for everybody black. Shouts out Black Panther. I don't give a damn what you say in the chat. Right now, somebody like, you're just going because they're black. Yes, I am. You got a problem with it? Don't at me at your mama. Black Panther for me.
And you can
okay,
have my mama
okay.
too because she deleted her Twitter. So she probably didn't need
At Miss Bechtold.
it. Don't say my mom's last name in public. I don't want her getting mail.
I just assumed.
Her last name is Princess.
I'm
Miss
really
Princess.
torn on this one. This is tough. These are both great origin stories.
Everybody who voted for Iron Man in the chat, you're racist.
No, I'm trying to chat.
I love that's the hard part is like, especially being black. Yeah, I want to always lean Black Panther. I always do. And Black Panther's origin is so good. It's so good. I don't know what it is about being like what is it? The most wanted man in the world in a cave building a heart to come back to life for yourself. That I'm like, it's just insane. It's
Show
just
them
insane.
who you are. You know, you get some great.
What was
Angela-
that? Was that Black Panther 2?
No, show them show him who you are is in 1. Show them who we are is in 2.
Oh, okay. Well, she didn't
Show
say
them
that.
what
in
we
cave.
are is
I
what my male strip group does before we go out to do our show.
Y'all sit there and talk to each other.
Show them what we are.
Also, it's like the origin. I guess
Tragic Mike.
Iron Man is truly a villain at the beginning.
He's really a villain.
He goes from a villain to a hero.
And then something, but see, here's the problem. And this is just me being realistic with y'all. If you let some people honestly tell you T'Challa is the villain to Killmonger, because there are a lot of people who feel like
No,
Killmonger
100%.
who feel like Killmonger did
And
nothing
that's why
wrong.
we didn't vote for Black Panther. That's why we should. We're not in Wakanda.
This is true. We're not nobody.
You're from Chicago.
No.
I'm from Washington.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Iron Man on this one right now. So
Hey,
I'm gonna change my vote.
Just as one time.
The black
That's
people
it.
have voted in the
That's one time.
Rockstars.
Listen, don't Look, I know they're gonna be like, see, look what they did. They corrupted the black people on the
All right,
channel.
guys, first of all, we got him. Mission accomplished.
Come out of this.
Macy
Brandon,
Graham
nice work, bro.
It's Macy Gray.
Let's turn on Macy
Now,
Graham.
obviously, I'm going to put the correct answer, which is Black Panther. What an incredible origin story. So heartfelt.
I don't like how the tables have turned.
I do not like that.
Show them who you are from the first movie. Brought me to tears. Everything about Wakanda was so magical.
This is tough. I think we gotta go Iron Man on this.
About a bitch.
Can we just choose it and then move on as quick as possible?
Yeah.
We go to the next one.
All right, so Jay and Jessica are definitely Iron Man. Brandon and I are somewhere in the middle, but we're going to go with their vote out of respect.
Okay.
My palms are sweaty.
I'm like nervous, shaking over here. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Between Batman Begins and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I will say Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is way better. Way better than Batman Begins.
Yeah.
You can't knock Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
to me,
unassailable.
it's like nearly a flawless movie. It's so insane. At any moment, you can pause that movie, and it's a beautiful piece of art. It looks gorgeous.
Can I, on a very molecular level,
Please get granular.
I
on
took
us.
my little brother to Batman Begins when he was like a 12-year-old, and he loved it. I took my nephews to Spider-Verse when they were around 12 years old, 10, 12 years old. They were mesmerized by it. The impact that movie had on kids when it came out as an origin story of a kid. I mean, that's what every little kid dreams about, right? Getting superpowers. I can't knock Spider-Verse.
You can be a Spider-Man, but it's really hard to be a Batman.
You gotta get bit to be a spider. Spiders
gotta
bite
be-
all the time.
But you got to be an orphan to be Batman.
You gotta game the market.
and
Yeah,
your
well, it's like
family's
I'm
got to
Controlling
die.
stake in Wayne Enterprises to be Batman.
And
I
you
think-
sleep in board meetings to be Batman. But again, your parents have to get shot in front of you in an alley, and you never go to therapy.
But I take my anger out on innocent people on the street.
Yeah, I beat up people who should be rightfully locked up in mental asylums, whatever. You need to suffer and beg to me. Okay.
The shadows.
Spread a meme. Spread a meme.
So
Okay, so then I think Spider-Man should go through. That would put our finals at Iron Man versus Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse. I think we should wait till the end of the show
right.
to pick our favorites.
I think we
like
should just
that.
rock, paper, scissors it.
Tease
Rochambeau.
And before we get into all that, we got to thank some of our sponsors today, folks.
baby, you know I'm gonna thank the sweethearts at Mint Mobile.
Soon to be sold, Mint Mobile.
Minty fresh. If saving more and spending less is one of your top goals in 2023, well, my friend, you're a reverse Tom Bechtold. Because I'm saving less and I'm spending it all.
No,
You can't
Tommy,
take it
don't
with
do
you. My
that.
days are
Don't
numbered.
do that, Tommy.
Why are you still paying insane amounts of money every month for your phone bill? What, your daddy won't pay it? Switching to Mint Mobile is the easiest way to cut ties with your parents and save money this year. It's the first company to sell premium wireless service online only. Mint Mobile lets you order from home and save a ton with phone plans starting at just $15 a month. That's one beer at Dodger Stadium. You got a phone plan. Just, hey, you know what? Get control of your life. Drink one less beer at a Dodger game a month, and you got a Mint Mobile phone.
So everybody's at Dodgers
That's what
games?
living's about. That's from Creed 2. For people looking for extra savings this year, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month, like I said, by going online only and eliminating the traditional cost of retail. Don't want to talk to Brent at the Verizon store? Good call. He's gone. He's out of a job. He's on the streets. Guess what he can afford now? Mint Mobile, because he's got $15 left. Mint Mobile passes significant savings on to you. All plans come with unlimited talk and text, high-speed data, delivered on the nation's largest and highest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan. You got a flip phone? They'll put a SIM card in there for you. Switch easily in minutes with eSIM. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. Is it $16 a month?
No, that's insane.
It's $15. It's $15.
That's right.
It's not $17. It's not $18. It's $15.
Why'd you
And
jump up that out of 18?
I'm sick of saying it.
It's not 20?
It's 15, Jay. 15. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month. Get the plan shipped to your door for free. Go to mintmobile.com/breakroom. That's mintmobile.com/breakroom. I'm begging you to use the breakroom code. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/BREAKROOM. Breakroom.
Nice job. Nice job.
Thank you.
We also want to thank TurboTax for sponsoring the show today. Go to TurboTax and don't do your taxes. Meet with an expert who will do them for you. TurboTax experts can relieve you from the stress of taxes and file for you so you can do not taxes. Show your eyes things that are not taxes. Unpack a moving box of not taxes. Taste not taxes. Sing not taxes a lullaby. Hope not taxes sleeps through the night. Grab a saddle and ride not taxes into the sunset. Whoa. With TurboTax, an expert will do your taxes from start to finish, ensuring your taxes are done right, guaranteed. So you can relax. Feels good to be done with your taxes, doesn't it? Come to TurboTax and don't do your taxes. Visit TurboTax.com to learn more. Intuit TurboTax, full service products only. Video meeting while expert does your taxes required. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
I got the hiccups. It's time for mandatory fun.
Whoa!
Woo-wee!
This show has been way too serious.
Mandatory fun. The segment that has been delayed for so long, we better play the graphic 2 times strong. Hit it again.
Whoa, what?
Hit it again.
Again.
What's the Zach thing?
Man, I've been down in Florida for 5 days.
That's not how they speak in Florida.
Yeah, they do. They go, woo, we are the land of Disney World and diamonds and pearls.
Really? You're from Florida.
I was born there. It's
I had
true.
to get out of there just in time before the freedom rallies start. Now,
Stop.
clip the graphic for a third time.
No.
Yes. Oh.
He voted for Black Panther.
Oh, yes. Some people think that I might be cursed, but all I have is an appetite for thirst. Hit the Thirsty Thespians graphic.
Thirsty thespian.
Knew it was
It
coming.
makes a noise that's like...
Yeah,
like a
what you don't
flush
know
in
is the
toilet.
people at home are getting a way worse experience. Now, I had a whole segment planned for you guys.
Okay.
That was a bracket of my own, but this is crazy. I just got my beeper just blew up 411. Yeah, my Mountain Dew Code Red beeper I got from drinking 37 cases of Code Red in 2 days.
Rest in peace to Tommy's kidneys. Them things are
These
gone.
kidneys, well, that's what you think, Jay, but what you don't know is Dr. Nasty's replacing my kidneys.
Oh, that's good.
I'm gonna
Yes,
sue
I
Dr.
gotta
Both
go down
kidneys.
to Sydney because I'm getting a couple cutie pie koala kidneys put in.
Okay.
On each side, 4 kidneys, 4-pack, 4-pack.
What?
So, I've found someone to take over the segment.
Oh,
He'll
thank
be back
goodness.
in a minute.
Okay.
I gotta go.
Oh,
Okay, so
this
you guys
is unprofessional.
maybe just talk about what you're gonna vote for the final thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, all right. Well, here's the thing. I gotta choose
So-
Iron Man versus Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I can't choose.
I can. Look, I had to vote against Black Panther. So
Let me come back.
let me come back to the struggle.
I mean, this would be bold to throw a movie. We have not seen the sequel yet. I mean,
I don't
this is
get we're
best
not
origin
talking
story.
sequels.
I know,
Stop
I
the
know.
presses!
I think Spider-Man's a
Stop
little
the
bit.
presses!
A little bit
It's
higher.
me, Marky Madness, and the Bracket Bunch.
Marky Madness.
That's right, Marky Madness and the Bracket Bunch.
What
and
is-
I got those good brackets. Come on, come on.
What does the E stand for,
Read,
Mark?
no, it's Marky, M-A-R-K-Y,
Oh,
M-A-R-K-Y.
I thought you were like Mark E.
No,
Madness.
Marky Madness
Oh,
and the
okay.
Bracket Bunch.
Oh, okay.
25 years ago, I blinded a man, but that's a separate story. Now,
This sounds quite familiar to
hey,
us.
I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm going to talk about my brackets.
Oh, okay.
I'm Marky Madness and the Bracket Bunch, and we've got sweet brackets. Come on, come on.
We
Well,
gotta call the police
Marky,
after
you
this.
missed our bracket talk already. We already did our
Oh,
brackets
we already
of the
did
best.
it. Well, I brought
origin-
my own.
Oh.
I've
But-
heard that you little sips have been talking about the best origin stories, but what about the worst?
Oh, well, we don't usually like the worst origin
Yeah,
stories.
we're getting negative on the show today.
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, positivity, never heard of her. The only thing I'm positive for is hepatitis.
Whoa!
Which one?
A through Z.
Oh, man.
I got hepatitis K surging through my veins right
Oh,
now.
How's it
gosh.
feel?
The K stands for koala.
Oh, you know, our good friend Tommy Bechtold's getting some koala kidneys put
Yeah,
in right
guess
now.
what? Those aren't koala kidneys. No, no,
Is it
no.
yours?
I've sabotaged him.
Oh, Marky Madness.
Yes, I gave him the kidneys.
I just came
What?
to do.
I gave him meal kidneys, Jay.
I just came here to.
You just don't ask questions.
He's getting meal kidneys,
Marky,
Jay.
Marky
Yes, of
Madness,
course.
show us your bracket that you want us to fill out. What do you want us to fill out?
Well, Bracket Bunch, we're doing the worst movies of all time. Hit my graphic.
Oh, the worst origin
This is
movie of all
this is
time.
petty.
origin
This
movies of
graphic
all
is
time.
petty.
Who put
This is
Eternals on
Who
there?
put Eternals?
Marky-
I am an Eternals
Oh,
defender.
I loved Eternals. Guess what Eternals was about? The running time. It was an eternity.
No,
and we
come
don't
on.
see Angelina Jolie naked once in that movie.
Come
What's it
on.
all for?
This movie
We
wasn't
bring
a-
two of the all-time smoke shows,
This is
Salma
the
Hayek
Marvel-
and Angelina
This isn't the
Jolie.
Marvel titty universe.
And they're
It's the
fully
Marvel
clothed.
Cinematic Universe.
Show me Brian Tyree Henry's body. Show me his trouser snake.
This is a travesty.
His
How
trouser
about we just
snake.
get
Hey, let's pick these brackets. Come on.
All right,
Trouser snake.
let's do the first one.
First
Daredevil.
one, Daredevil versus the Eternity.
I
That it took to watch
I
the
mean,
Eternals.
I think I'm gonna choose Daredevil.
Daredevil's
I gotta
Ben
go
Affleck and
Daredevil.
Daredevil,
I
by
think
the
I'm
way.
doing
I gotta go Daredevil. That movie is awful. It has a Nickelback song in it.
Hey,
It's-
never forget the seesaw fighting scene with him and Jennifer
And
Garner.
guess what? That movie led to a marriage that bears fruit,
Bullseye.
children fruit.
Oh, Colin
Bullseye's
Farrell.
awful in it. I mean,
Yeah.
I like
miss-
Michael Clark Duncan as
You made me
Kingpin.
miss. I never miss.
I like the deleted scene with Bullseye where he's with that model in his apartment. Oh wait, no, that's just Colin Farrell's sex
Come
tape.
on, stop.
You brought
Marky
that up on
Madness.
this show like 3 times.
I
Because it's
think,
my Godfather.
I think,
Picking
It's my
Daredevil.
Godfather.
I think Daredevil's way worse.
Daredevil. Yeah, can we move to the next one?
Daredevil's worse. Moving on.
Okay.
Next,
You're so aggressive.
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
What? Say that
versus
again?
Fox 2005's Fantastic Four.
I think it's
The worst.
I think it's Wolverine.
Wolverine is the worst one. I actually
That
like.
Origins Wolverine gave us fake Deadpool.
Yep.
Buck Nasty, played by Will.i.am, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Fat
Oh,
Man
yeah.
Erasure Blob, played by not a fat man, played by Kevin Durant.
He said Fat Man
Durant,
Erasure.
not Durant, not the basketball player,
Kevin
the actor
Durant?
Kevin Durant, who is not overweight, playing the Blob. I'm sorry, Stolen Valor. Stolen Valor. We're not talking about that enough.
X-Men Origins Wolverine is the worst.
Fantastic Four, all they did was give us Jessica Alba.
This is the Jessica Alba one, the
Yeah.
Michael Chiklis.
I ain't
in
never
the
gonna be
suit.
mad
Chiklis was
at
a great
Yeah.
I
chick.
like
Chiklis.
Michael Chiklis.
Evans, Gruffled,
Oh yeah, with Chris
Alba.
Evans. Chris
Oh, yeah.
Evans.
and Julian, what's his
Yeah, I
name?
think
McMahon.
I think Wolverine is a much worse
Origins was really
X-Men
Yes,
Origins.
I agree. Moving on.
Okay.
Next, the other Fantastic
No,
Four.
no, you gotta call it. No, you call it Fan Four Stick.
Fan Forstick.
Fan Foreskin.
I once got
Foreskin.
Fan Four.
Fan
Foreskin.
Foreskin.
It's funny. I once went to a
Nope,
hotel
nope,
party
don't-
with
don't-
Bryan
don't you
Singer,
do
and
it.
He
No.
Fan Forstick me
Hey.
to do an
No,
audition with him.
no.
No,
Yes.
I've never.
Hey, my memories are my own. I've got some bad vibrations.
Marky
Thomas,
March.
or whatever your fucking name is.
My name is Marky March.
I thought it was
The
Marky
bracket
Madness.
bunch.
I think it's Marky Madness.
I've never seen.
Oh yeah,
the David
Marky
Harbour
March
Hellboy.
Madness, Marchy Madness. You know what?
Which
Fan
Hellboy
Four
is
Stick
this?
is the worst.
This is Hellboy with David Harbour wearing
I've
the
never
rubber
seen
suit
the-
on.
You ain't miss. It's a good movie, but Fan Four
But
Stick
it's
is
worse
abysmal.
than it's
Yeah.
worse than Fan
Fan
Foreskin.
Four Stick is abysmal. You got
Fan
Michael
Four Stick
B.
was
Jordan
very
as the
silly.
Human Torch, which I was
Yeah.
like, we're going black. Okay, cool. But then you made him and Sue Storm brother and sister. It was like, we're just adopted. So what? The black dude adopted a white girl? In what universe are black people adopting white babies?
Not what I want to be a part of.
What
Wait,
the
what
fuck?
if the white family
You couldn't
adopted
Fan
a black
Four Stick
boy?
me to go see that movie at gunpoint.
Okay, so Fan Foreskin.
Yeah, I
And
think
then Dr. Doom was drawn
that's
by an
worse.
8-year-old and brought to life. Okay.
You know what? Call me when it's Fan Five Stick. Anyway, next.
This is petty.
I
This
still-
is petty.
I still went
This is the
Morbius.
heavyweights.
This is petty.
Captain Marvel
I
This
still
is
went
just
Morbius.
me.
versus Morbius,
This is just
the
me.
living vampire.
I still
Why
think-
is it mean, Brandon? Why is it
Captain
mean?
Marvel's not that bad.
What did
Not
they
compared
do
to
her?
most
What did they do to my
origins,
girl?
not.
Look how they massacred my girl.
Jay, what were you gonna say?
Listen, Captain Marvel, yes, they retconned her story to make her powerful with an Infinity Stone. I understand. People hated Captain Marvel because they hated Brie Larson's statement during about her press tours. People didn't want to care about the movie. They just made it because she said she didn't want white men to see the movie, so the movie's bad. Let's stop that.
She didn't want black men to see the movie.
She didn't want to see black men, all right. Hey, Brie, how you doing?
He said
what did-
white. He said white.
She
She didn't
said
want his white men. I was like,
she was tired of seeing all white guys in her press junkets.
I'm tired of seeing all white guys everywhere. Down with white men. Let me be the last.
Let him
the
say
last
it.
of us.
Let him be the one to say it.
I don't think Tubi, and I hate that. I'm like
Tubi?
Tubi, Vatiwe Tubi. No, I think Captain Marvel compared to Morbius, I think their origin was a lot more nicer and refined than Morbius.
Yeah,
Morbius is
bad.
abysmal.
It's bad.
If we
What are
were,
you talking about? This is a rigged game. Yes, it's Morbius. What are we still doing here? Why are you showing me that? Now, next up, who won? Daredevil versus Origins.
I
Come
really
on,
don't
make the
like
right choice
Origins.
here, guys.
I really don't like Origins. I'm going Origins.
I really don't like Origins.
You know what I call it? X-Men Origins, because that's what they did. They took a check and they hoard themselves.
I don't know if I like you,
I
Marky.
think
Walk to your
Nobody
feet.
likes me.
Walk
I
to
guess-
your feet, bleed.
I
guess
keep getting ghosted on the apps.
both
I
of
wonder
these,
why.
both
You're
of these
probably
movies
screaming at
do bad representations of multiple characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple beloved characters.
At least they got Gambit right.
Poor Taylor Kitchen.
But X-Men is pretty bad. I
It's-
mean,
it's
and I
pretty
hate
bad.
that Daredevil movie.
Origins is probably my least favorite of the X-Men movie.
Are we gonna put
Are we
through
putting
X-Men
Apocalypse?
Origins?
Yes, we are, because we're
over
doing worse.
Daredevil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we're doing
okay.
worst.
This
This is a petty one. Hey, this one is a hard one. because
I would still put Morbius.
I'll still put
I would
Morbius,
still
but
put
overall,
Morbius.
this is a
Morbius
difficult
is
one.
worse than Fan Force.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of hard.
Yes,
Come
that-
on.
Morbius was-
It's kind of
Morbius was
difficult.
so bad.
Nah, yo, real talk. Morbius is bad, but Fan Force Stick is hell worthy.
Hey.
Fan Force Stick should allow somebody's soul to reach the pits of hell. Fan Force Stick is something that only should happen when you've done mushrooms and sugar in the same night. That is what fan.
Still not as bad as Morbius.
That's not true.
I don't think I could watch Morbius again, but I could watch Fantastic Foreskin. I
Does-
could absolutely watch it.
That's a human. That's a really human stretch. All
Does
right.
Fan Force Stick have any redeeming moments?
Hell no.
Like Morbius has Matt Smith
Smith
dancing.
dancing, that's
very
it, see?
redeeming.
See?
Very redeeming.
This is the one that had Doom. Well, not yet. Doom.
Yes,
Well, no, it did
Doom-
have
he
Doom.
looked like an
I think that
8-year-old
was the- yeah,
Drew.
that's the region. That's the
He looked like an 8-year-old
It's like
Drew.
Doom
And
was
they
left
don't
in
even
the
they don't
planet.
even go to space. They like get in little canisters
negative
and like go
zone.
into
Yeah,
the
it was
negative
bad.
zone.
Hey,
It was
2015, the economy was just bouncing back from George Bush tanking it. Okay? We didn't have the money for space.
Look,
We didn't have the money for space.
it was
They
pretty.
chose Morbius.
It was
chose-
pretty close. The crowd going Morbius. I think we got to honor the crowd.
I honor the crowd.
Come on, let's honor the crowd. Just this
Okay,
time,
you know
just
what?
this time.
I'll give y'all this one. We'll
All
go
right.
Morbius.
Your
We'll go
finals
Morbius.
for your brackets.
Oh, I can't choose.
These brackets ain't the only thing busting after
Hey,
this.
y'all
What do you
ready?
think?
What's the
Morbius
worst
or
origin
Origins
movie?
Wolverine?
Oh,
That's
damn.
bad. Oh, that's
I
tough.
could watch Morbius over X-Men.
Ryan
that's
Reynolds'
what I
mouth
think
is
too.
sewn closed and never talks but one time.
Also, how does he eat? And what happens when he eats?
I think
Liev Schreiber steps on Wolverine's bone claws in the movie.
What else is sewn up in Ryan?
Damn, now
I sewed a man up once. Thanksgiving Day,
yeah?
1994. I sewed a man head to toe.
why'd you do that?
I was curious to see what would happen. And guess what? Nothing good.
I'm gonna call the police on you after.
I
Too
think
late. I already called the police on
my
me.
my vote for worst origin is X-Men Wolverine's Origins. It has origin in the title.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. It really maligns my much beloved X-Men.
I think that's
That
fair.
would be my vote.
I vote Origins as well.
Again, the best part of X-Men Origins Wolverine is not even, it's only the part where he comes out the water jacked and shit. That's the best
Right.
part of the whole
I need.
movie.
We should go back and watch it.
Now I think if Fan Force Stick had made it to the finals,
It'd have won.
it would have beat X-Men
Yep.
for worst movie. But
Oh, absolutely.
letting Morbius come through, a little Cinderella story. I think X-Men's a much worse movie.
They
than
chose
Wolverine.
Morbius.
I think that's recency bias. X-Men Origins Wolverine is
It's
so
pretty
bad.
bad.
guys
It's very
so
long. too.
bad.
It's very long.
very
It's,
long.
lo- it's
Very
extremely
long.
long.
Very
I won't even let my illegitimate children watch it.
That's
Yep,
right.
let's
Mark.
And I
do the
let
final
them
for-
watch Showtime after dark.
Y'all, please go back and watch it. I had to rewatch like every X-Men movie, and I remember that one was the most gruesome.
It's pretty bad.
I
It's
was
pretty
having
bad.
a really hard time.
Brackets busted.
Oh, good throw, Marky.
Get out of here.
I'm out of here.
All right, bye,
don't
Marky.
ever
Thanks
come
for
back.
stopping
I'll
by.
be back next week.
If you come back, I'll kill you.
X-Men-
I'll be back next
A lot of
week.
murder and
X-Men,
death threat in
Wolverine
this.
You
Origins.
met him. He's aggressive.
true.
We want to thank some of our super chatters, Elusive Bunny.
Oh,
Look at that.
Oh no.
It's not even like the third.
How's your
Oh, you okay?
kidneys?
How are your kidneys? 4-pack.
I got a 4-pack of koala kidneys.
Those might not be koala kidneys.
Oh, I think they're eel kidneys.
Eels get kidneys?
Tiny little kidneys.
I gotta say something before we go.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not feeling so good. Dr. Nasty didn't give me any anesthesia.
Oh, okay.
I want to thank my new friend Bruce, who I met down in Florida,
Oh, yeah?
for teaching me the most dynamite Starbucks order ever. Bruce is a man from Newark.
Oh, okay.
And he taught me that you can get an iced Americano with an extra shot.
I love that.
And get the cinnamon caramel cold foam on top. So thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Bruce.
thank you, Bruce.
Bruce from Newark. Thank you for that. I said I'd shout you out on the show, and I did it.
Boom.
Thank you to Bruce, the pride of Newark.
Elusive Bunny sending a super chat saying this episode's iconic. That effing guy sending a super chat. Trash bag. calling out everyone's favorite line from X-Men.
You know what happens with a tube when it's struck by lightning.
We still have intros.
I know. I'm building up to. I'm
It's called
building
a
up the
tease,
anticipation.
Jessica. You
I
would
didn't
know.
ask. Okay, you want to yell at me next?
A little foreplay for the crowd. The Real Tree reminding everyone to like the stream and don't at me at your mama. And Milk the Snake. Shouldn't have read that out loud. Hey guys, been watching your channel since Civil War, since the Civil War. Hope your side came out on top. I have a
That
question.
depends on what side he was
Brandon.
on.
That's what I'm asking.
Brandon.
I hope they were on the right
Because
side.
if so, they see two black people on the screen. This ain't right on the internet. How dare you?
They have a question for us. If we were to gain Spider-Man's powers, would you choose to hide your identity or would you tell your best friend?
I told my best
Well, my
friend.
wife's my best friend, and I tell her. She's not watching. Just kidding. I would never tell her about this.
thought I
I'd
was
swing
your
out of
best
there.
You're my best friend. I was like, I tell Tommy. I hope Tommy would tell
Now,
me.
do I have Toby's tubes? Is that the question? Am I?
Get your tubes tied. I'm sorry.
Do I have? Am I
Yeah,
smart
what if
enough
I
to
have
build the
fallopian
webbing?
tubes and
Do I have to
Spider-Man?
make all the webbing?
What
Or does
if
it just come out of my
the
body?
webbing dries up and the tube gets clogged? Does it bubble up through his skin? and
Maybe.
go-
How do you unclog them? Is it like breast milk?
Maybe. I don't know.
Get me off. Get me off the show. Get me off the show. I never want to come back. I'm calling the police on
Absolutely
everybody.
disgusting.
You're the worst, Thomas.
I think I would tell my friends. I'm not good at
Alive.
keeping a secret
Alive.
about
I
it.
would never tell anyone. Secrets are my own treasures, and I bury them deep in my treasure room.
You probably don't want to tell your friends because they're gonna make you help move every time because you'll be so strong.
They'd
You'd
be
be
like,
good
"Hey,
at
can you
moving."
come over and just help me move a couple?"
I need to
Also,
move.
you getting subtweeted about by your friends.
Yeah.
Friends out here
Someone
got
can
new
leap from building to building,
but can't
and
leap over to help me move this
Can't
couch.
show up in
Right.
time for his
I
own
would tell
friend's
my best
birthday.
friend.
You would tell
I
them?
asked them to come help me hang these decorations. They said they didn't want to get on the ceiling, but you've been on every other damn
Jessica, if
ceiling.
you told me that you had superpowers, I would call the FBI immediately and have you detained.
I know that's not true.
Let's vote for our favorite origin story of all
Favorite
time.
origin story of all time: Iron Man versus Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. What are your picks? I think we can all give our individual picks on this one.
Spider-Man into Spider-Verse.
Spider-Man.
Because Tony's the villain. I'm going because Tony's the villain.
I'm going Iron Man. I'm sorry. I love Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. I do. I love it so much.
table's been
Divided. Why do we sound like a whole Negro
Right? Yeah, I was going to say, what was with the tone of that song? Because if we're singing gospel, then let me tell you about the good word of Iron Man, a man who was in a cave.
I mean, for the sake
After you answer this, tell me what side of the Civil War you are.
for the sake of the split ticket, I like the idea of going Iron Man, but I think I gotta lean Spider-Man into the
Hey,
Spider-Verse.
Don't worry, the chat agrees. Looks like I'm on the wrong side again of a great struggle.
This was pretty close.
Looks like history has once again proven me to be on the wrong side. You know what? You can't have my mom about that. She should
You know
what's
what?
going
Take
on.
his title away.
I think,
no longer the
Yeah, I
bad
think this is a match that will come down to the wire every time, and the difference, the outcome might be different every time. But right now, I think I lean Spider-Man on this one.
Spider-Man the
Spider-Man.
I
best.
love that Iron
And then
Man movie.
Origins the worst.
Origins
Now you
the
gotta go
worst.
watch Origins first and then watch.
Yeah, a
let's
double
do
header.
double
A
feature.
double feature.
Let's do a double feature.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in today. Sorry for this insane episode of the Break Room, but we had a lot of fun going through this.
How was that guy that got to replace me?
He was all right, Marky Madness.
little too
He was
much.
good.
Marky Madness?
Can I
Oh, it's
request
Marky
never
Madness.
replace
I
yourself
think
with
it's
him again?
Marky March.
Marchness.
I liked when you guys boosted me.
Tune in the rest of the week. We'll be doing
course
some
you
more
did.
fun brackets here on the channel. Check out our Shazam coverage. We got a Ending Explained video out on the channel that Whitney did, and Eric's full breakdown of the film should be out by now. We got lots of awesome content coming this week, lots of Mandalorian stuff. We'll do an episode of WikiLeaks here on the Break Room here on Wednesday. But tune in tomorrow at the same time. Reminder, if you're going to be at WonderCon this weekend, check us out. We're doing a panel Friday,
2:30, baby.
2:30 p.m. Kick off your WonderCon the right way with new Rockstars. Be sure to like and subscribe. We'll be here tomorrow to have more unhinged conversations. Thanks to Jay for stopping by today.
Thank you.
Love you all. Late as gay and see you later, Breakers.
Bye.
Goodbye.